Coco, watch out. This will always be one of my favorite characters I have ever played. This is one of the funniest skits we have ever produced on Saturday Night Live. First of all, generally, there's strict parameters at Saturday Night Live based on past experiences with actors and celebrities who want to come in with their entourage and their help and their writers and their producing partners. And finally, Lorne Michaels, who's the creator of the show, understandably was like, all right, all that shit ends now. We're not doing that shit. If I bring you in as a host, you're only coming in, that's it. Fortunately, I have had 5 times the honor of hosting Saturday Night Live. This is the 3rd time I've hosted.
I feel very blessed to be back here hosting Saturday Night Live for the 4th time. This is my 5th time hosting this amazing show.
I'm very good friends with Lorne Michaels and that crew and their family to me, so I had asked if it was okay if I bring you and Brian, my producing partners. Will be very respectful of the process, but I do feel my guys can help elevate some of this. And Lorne, of course, gave it his blessings.
What an honor. We're so grateful that Lorne gave us a shot and let us in. We knew it was unprecedented. Look, rightfully so, they have unbelievable writers there, but like we said, we'll come in, we're just gonna try and help out, especially with what we were trying to do and knowing your humor. We had a good shot.
To give the fans even more context, so this idea, watch out. So for years of you and myself and Brian writing these promos of The Rock.
Yes, what The Rock is cooking.
Whether it was us against Cena, CM Punk, Triple H.
Surrounded by the millions of The Rock's fans, The Rock is gonna beat your monkey, become the WWE champ.
It doesn't matter. Undertaker, you name it, over the years.
The Undertaker, the Phenom who claims to be from hell. Come on down so The Rock could check your candy ass in to the SmackDown Hotel.
We always felt like, what if there was one wrestler who, when he talks shit about somebody, he brings up personal shit that only guys in the locker room know, but you're not supposed to say publicly. So, of course, when it starts off with, Coco, watch out, what do you got to say about Trash Yard Mud? And I go, that's right. Let me tell you something about this guy.
Let me tell you something about this guy. He has herpes. It's true. Oh, he's got herpes and he's got it bad.
And the audience, it takes that second for them to register. Wait, he just said what? And you feel that entire EC30 Rock studio just go boom with
and Bobby's reaction. Bobby plays it so perfectly where he's in character and he's like, hey man, that's personal.
Hey dude.
Hey.
So what'd you think, man? That's pretty good, right?
No, not really. Yeah, no, that stuff was kind of personal. Yeah, maybe just talk to me more about stuff you're gonna do to me in the ring.
Okay, cool, I got it. Okay,
cool,
not
man.
a problem.
But then I'll give the fans even more context to that. When you and Brian came back and you were like, what about this? And, you know, herpes and this other thing. And I was like, you know, let's go for it. What else can we come up with? And then,
Oh yeah, when we get in that ring on Sunday, I'm gonna tell everybody about what I've found on his computer. It's full of Family Guy porn. You keep Googling Lois, sex, Brian. And Brian's the dog, man.
I like dogs. Hey, how do you know all of that?
I've hired a research firm to dig up dirt on you, and then they found a ton. You remember the college girlfriend named Donna? It turns out 8 months after you broke up, she had a baby girl, Evelyn. What? I met her. She's a lovely girl, an honor student, and she doesn't want to have a thing to do with you, man, because you'll never meet her, because you're not fit to be a dad.
the sick, twisted places it went.
You know the internet girlfriend, Stacy?
Yeah.
The college student who lives in Hawaii that you've never met in person?
Oh, no.
Well, I got news for you. She's really not a college student, and her real name's really not Stacy. It's Coco! That's right. I catfished your ass. I made you fall in love with me, and you had no that's not all. You know that cute picture of Stacy that you've been spanking it to? It's actually a picture of Evelyn, the daughter you never met.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
It was one of the best experiences we've had and best memories, because to be able to work with those SNL writers side by side, they were loving it. Everyone kind of shocking each other where this story was going. Bobby Moynihan, who I think always creates some of the best characters with you. And then to see the fan reaction of when we dropped this character online and how it was just overwhelmingly the most favorite skit from the show is something I will always think back on and really be proud of.
All of us are very proud of this one. I don't know whether that says something about our sick, demented sense of humor. I love it. It's one of my favorites.
Well, there you have it, folks. All at WrestleMania this Sunday.
Because that's what Coco is cooking.
That's a cut. Oh, too far, Coco.
You know, Dee, there's always been some seminal moments in our career that you just kind of stop and have to pinch yourself. Being able to work with Danny DeVito on Jumanji: The Next Level was just one of those moments. Growing up, my parents watching Taxi, seeing all his movies, he's truly an OG in this business. He's produced, he's directed, he's starred, he's done it all. And to see you guys now working together on Jumanji and that table read and just having a blast and seeing him be just as wonderful as you'd hope he would be. I love this shot so much because, again, people don't realize we've been here for hours. You can see all the stuff on the tables. We've been grinding through the script. You guys are kind of figuring out how to play this character. Still hours into it, just having a blast, laughing, leaning into each other, a good time.
Oh, are you kidding me? It was a pleasure. And that was the very first day that we had met. And you know, a lot of times you're a little reticent about meeting your heroes who are these OGs in Hollywood. We have met a few in the past who, aren't as warm and they're not as nice and kind, and they're kind of over the process and everything's a pain in the ass with the guys. It was so wonderful to see how warm Danny was. And as you could see, laughing hard, putting his head on my shoulder when he's laughing and leaning back. I mean, that is me being truly in awe and seeing our Teremana barrels for the very first time at our distillery down in Jalisco, Mexico. There aren't a lot of times where I feel like I have no more words. I'm just so blown away by something. And I was truly blown away in that moment.
What an awesome and special moment it was, knowing how hard you've worked and how long we kind of had been planning and preparing from the first moment you had the idea for tequila, then to find ourselves over there in Jalisco and looking through the agave fields and looking at everything of how it's made, and you kind of just inspecting everything, and then to see your face as you walk through your barrels. This was what you had worked so hard to create, that humbling moment of these towering barrels of the finest tequila that we've grinded ourselves to make, that's come out so well without even trying to make it cinematic. Just a powerful, weighty moment of wood and you among them, how it towers among you. Really a testament to you building something so much bigger than even yourself.
Wow, that is us on the set of Hobbs and Shaw with, of course, Brother Roman. And I think the cool thing about that, Hiram, was that we were able to have Roman actually come to us on set of Hawaii and participate in Hobbs and Shaw with all these really intense action scenes. Very first day, first take, bang, he knocked it out of the park. And it was a great feeling, because then I was like, mic drop, look at my cousin. And at that time, he was still recovering from leukemia.
My real name is Joe. And I've been living with leukemia for 11 years.
He was game, man. He was ready to go. He came in, action sequences, doing the whole thing. Siva Tao, I mean, he brought it. He definitely added to the mana on that set.
You're right, he did add to the mana. Not only that, but he also brought real beautiful energy, because everyone knew that he was a fighter. Not only is he a fighter in the ring, but also a fighter in terms of life, and how inspiring he has been to so many millions of people all around the world, not only through his professional wrestling, more importantly than that, but as he's fought leukemia and has been that inspiration.
When I was 22 years old, I was diagnosed with this. And very quickly, I was able to put it in remission. But I'm not gonna lie, that was the hardest time of my life. I didn't have a job. I didn't have any money. I didn't have a home. And I had a baby on the way. And football was done with me. The team that gave me a chance was the WWE. And when I finally made it to the main roster and I was on the road, they put me in front of all of you, the WWE Universe, and to be honest, y'all have made my dreams come true.
You know, you and I have talked about this. It's so funny how a lot of people always say, well, you know, if you ever go back to WrestleMania, who would be the opponent that you would face? And it feels like the one that would make sense, right, would be Roman. In terms of box office draw,
that would be huge. The family, the story, but you know what it always comes down to is like, who goes over? Who's winning that one when you bring those two titans into the ring, huh? Where's the finish on that?
I'll tell you this right now. I know how that works. I'm not going down that road. Listen, here's what we're thinking. Roman beats you now at this WrestleMania. But listen, before you guys say anything, look at each other. And on the next one, that's when
let me just start with this. Middle of the ring, 1, 2, 3. Real quick in the first one. But then the next one.
Real quick. 1, 2, 3, boom.
Boom. Real quick.
But you know what? The truth is, I would be honored not only to share the ring with Roman and to go back in the WWE, but of course, man, I would be honored to, you know, have him raise his hand in that one.